Good morning, children. Today our chapter is microbes in human welfare, and the topic which we have to discuss is microbes in household product and microbes in industrial product. So in the previous lecture we have already discussed about ecosystem. Now this is again 10th chapter number 10th in NCERT. We will be discussing about microorganisms. So you already know about microbes. Microbes are the organisms which cannot be observed with the help of naked eyes. They can be observed with the help of a microscope. So microbes are found in, as you have studied in class 11th, kingdom Monera, which includes all the types of bacteria, and then again in kingdom Protista. So we will be discussing about microorganism which are found in these two kingdoms. As you know that microbes are present everywhere. They are present in soil, they are present in atmosphere, they are present in our own body, they are present everywhere. Even in the snow glaciers you can microorganisms are present. Even in the hot thermal vents there are also you can observe microorganisms. So they are found everywhere. Now you know that many of the microorganisms are harmful. For example, they cause many kind of diseases including typhoid, diphtheria, many other diseases, even in whooping cough. So they are responsible for many kind of human and plant diseases, even animal diseases. But there are certain microorganisms which are useful also. So it can be said that it is not that all the microorganisms are harmful. There are certain microorganisms which are very useful, and we are going to study useful microorganism in this chapter. So let us now start our topic of discussion, and our topic is microbes in household product. So we will be discussing it. Okay. Now, as you know, there are certain microorganisms such as lactobacillus which converts milk into curd. How? That is due to coagulating and partially digesting milk protein. By coagulating and partially digesting milk protein. Now, the milk can be changed into curd with the help of a bacteria which is called as lactobacillus. This belongs to LAB, that is lactic acid producing bacteria. Now, small inoculum as a starter of this lactobacillus can be added in the milk, and you have to keep that milk in a warm place so that the milk can be converted into curd. Now what is the importance of curd? See, it increases amount of vitamin B12. Amount of vitamin B12 increases. Moreover, it checks the growth of harmful microbes in our stomach. So that is the benefit of curd, as you can see. Okay, now we will be discussing about certain other benefits apart from production of curd. We will be discussing about duff. Now let us discuss about this. You know, duff is used to prepare many foods such as idli and dosa. Idli and dosa. Now the puffy appearance in duff is caused due to production of CO2. CO2 increases and that is responsible for puffy appearance in duff. But first of all, many of you may be wondering what is duff. So I will tell you, जो फ्लोर में पानी ऐड कर दीजिए, you add water in a floor and that is called as duff. That is called as duff. Now the puffy appearance in duff is caused naturally by microorganism and that leads to production of CO2. This is actually fermentation. Therefore, fermentation is required to prepare many kind of different foods. For example, fermented fishes, soya beans, bamboo shoots are used to prepare many kind of dishes, many kind of food items. Okay, apart from that, you must have heard the term toddy. It is a very famous drink. It is a very famous drink in South India and this is prepared by fermentation of palm sap. This is how it is produced. Now let us discuss about certain other things in household product. For example, cheese. Cheese. You must have heard about Swiss cheese, which has large holes inside it. That large holes are created due to excess amount of CO2 produced by a kind of bacteria called as Propionibacterium shermani. Propionibacterium shermani. This is the kind of bacteria which is responsible for large holes in Swiss cheese, and large holes are created due to excess amount of CO2 produced. So this is again a kind of fermentation. Here a microorganism is used to prepare a food and that is called as cheese. Now another cheese called as Roquefort cheese. Which has a special kind of flavor. This is produced due to a kind of microorganism, a kind of fungus which grows over it, and it is responsible for a unique flavor of Roquefort cheese. Okay, now let us discuss about microbes in industrial product. This subtopic we will be discussing. Okay. Now, you know what are fermenters? Fermenters are large vessels in which nutrients are kept. Nutrients as well as the microorganism are kept, and they convert these nutrients into desired product. For example, you must have heard about Saccharomyces. Cerevisiae. This is a kind of yeast. It is used for the preparation of bread also, and then it is called as baker's yeast. It is used for the preparation of beverages, alcohol, and that in that case it is called as brewer's yeast. Now, the malted cereals as well as fruit juices they are responsible for the microorganisms such as Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It is responsible for converting this substrate, that is malted cereals and fruit juices, into product, and the product is ethanol, and the process is called as fermentation. This takes place in large vessels called as fermenters. Okay. Now, in case of beer and wine, beer and wine do not require any kind of distillation of the fermented broth, whereas whiskey, rum and brandy, this requires fermentation, this requires distillation of the fermented broth. So, the amount of alcohol in whiskey, rum and brandy is more as compared to the amount of ethanol in beer and wine. That is the reason. Now, let us talk about, after this, about antibiotics. Let us now talk about antibiotics. See, as the name itself indicates, anti means against and biotic means life. So, in case of microorganism, since it kills the microorganism, it is against their life, but not in case of human beings. Human beings, it is pro-life. So, you must have heard the name of Alexander Fleming. Now, Alexander Fleming was the person who first of all discovered penicillin. Now, how it was discovered? Alexander Fleming was working on a kind of bacteria called as Staphylococcus. Now, during his work, the unwashed Petri plates, it was observed that the unwashed Petri plates had a mold growing over it, and the mold was secreting certain chemical which was preventing, or you can say inhibiting, the growth of Staphylococcus bacteria. Now, he was Alexander Fleming was able to say that the mold actually inhibited the growth of the bacteria and it released certain chemicals. He named that certain chemical penicillin, and the mold name was given such as Penicillium notatum. But he was not able to tell the biochemical characteristics of this penicillin as such, and that was given by another person. The name is Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. They were able to say that the antibiotics which was released by the mold, that prevented the growth of Staphylococcus bacteria in the Petri plate. And that is the reason in World War II this penicillin was used as a painkiller, and that protected thousands of deaths of American soldiers. This led to Nobel Prize for Alexander Fleming, Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. Together they three received the, you can say, shared the Nobel Prize in 1945, since they were responsible for the discovery of antibiotics. Now you know that antibiotics is playing a major role today. It is responsible for curing many kind of diseases. So this is the history behind antibiotics. Now let us talk about certain other things, certain chemicals, enzymes, acids and bioactive molecules are also produced by the microorganism. Let us discuss them. Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger. It is a kind of fungus responsible for production of citric acid. You either pronounce citric acid or citric acid, that depends upon you. Then Acetobacter aceti. This is a bacterium. This is fungus. It produces citric acid. Acetobacter aceti is a bacterium responsible for production of acetic acid. Then you know this Lactobacillus, responsible for production of lactic acid. This is again a bacterium, Lactobacillus. Okay. Apart from that, these three, lipase is useful in detergents to remove oily stains, so it is used in laundries. Now, the bottled juices of fruits appears to be much cleaner as compared to juices which are prepared in home. The reason is, in bottled juices, pectinase and proteases are added. Proteases are added. Okay. Now let us discuss about certain other things. See, streptokinase is produced by Streptococcus bacteria. It is genetically modified and it is used as a clot buster in the blood vessels of patients who are suffering from myocardial infarction leading to heart attack. This is again a bioactive molecule. You can say this is a bioactive molecule. Okay. Now let me give you one more example of a bioactive molecule. Trichoderma polysporum. Trichoderma polysporum is a kind of fungus. It releases a chemical called as cyclosporin A. This cyclosporin A is used as immunosuppressive It is used as immunosuppressive agent in people, those who have organ transplantation, those who undergo organ transplantation. So it acts as immunosuppressive agent, cyclosporin A. Now there is again a bioactive molecule called as statin, statin. Statin. It is produced from a yeast called as Monasus purpurus. Monasus purpurus. This is a kind of yeast. This is used to competitively inhibit enzymes which are responsible for cholesterol synthesis. So they competitively Monasus purpurus produce a substance which is called as, it is a kind of yeast, it produces a substance that is a bioactive molecule called as statin, and it is responsible for producing it is responsible for inhibiting the enzyme which is responsible for inhibiting cholesterol synthesis. So this actually inhibits the enzyme responsible for cholesterol synthesis. So abnormal amount of cholesterol will not be synthesized, and you know if cholesterol is not very good for health, more amount of cholesterol is not very good for health as such. So as we have seen this today's topic, microbes in household product and microbes in industrial product. Hope you have liked this topic. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.